Hello StarCraft fans, it's Falcon Paladin coming to you just today to talk about Patreon a little bit. If you follow me on Facebook or Twitter, or you've watched the end slate at one of my casts recently, you'll notice that I am now signed up for Patreon. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's just a way for people and fans to give monetary support to content creators that they really do love and really want to see them keep going with what they're doing, whether that's being music or art or webcomics or, YouTube casting, for example. I just get a question a lot saying, how can I support you, Falcon? I really love what you do, and this is a great way that you can do it. There's a link, obviously, here in the video at the top right, where you can go check out my Patreon page. I have rewards. At certain levels, I'll go ahead and cast one of your games. If I hit certain goals, I'll do a monthly get-together with fans and subscribers to play free-for-alls and play maybe co-op, other fun things that you guys want to suggest. But that's the general idea here. I mean, you can pledge as little as $1 a month. That'd be very, very useful to me, honestly. All the way up to, $5, $10, $25, $50, whatever you feel like you can do, whatever you want to do, would just be so greatly appreciated. I launched this a couple of days ago. I've gotten a pretty good response so far. Thank you so much to you people who have chosen to give. And again, at the $5 a month level, which honestly is less than you pay Netflix. And what do you watch more of, Netflix or me? Come on. I have like 30, 40 minutes of content a day. Every day of the week, 7 days a week. Do you watch that much Netflix? I know that I don't. Anyway, just at $5, I'll give you a quick shout out at the end of all of my videos so you can be famous and say, yeah, I was on Falcon Paladin's channel back when he only had 13,000 subscribers. So how about that? Anyway, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments here. You can also post off to my Patreon page, which I will respond to. I keep an close eye on that as well. Again, you can always follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Sharing my stuff is a good way to support me and get views and get me attention, even if you don't have the money to spare for a Patreon donation right now. Anyway, again, let me know if you have any questions. I really appreciate it. I feel the love from you guys. I love seeing new guys come to the channel, new guys and girls come to the channel. And it's good to talk with you and see people come from all over the world, from France, from Germany, from Australia. Got some fans down there, England, Canada, South America. I mean, it's pretty much crazy how much support I have from all over the globe, and I'm really grateful for it and thankful for it every day. So, all right, that's just a quick video. Again, enjoy the cast today, and that's it from me. This is Falcon Paladin signing off, and until next time, you take care of yourself. Hello StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between HeroMarine and Major on Galactic Process, the latter edition. In the bottom left side of the map, we have the red Terran player. It is HeroMarine. And in the top right side of the map, we have the blue Terran player. It is Major. Alright, so a TVT for you guys. It's been a while since I've had a TVT, so I apologize for that delay. I do try to do a mirror matchup about once a week, ZBZ, PvP, TVT. For those of you who are fans of these mirror matchups, again, not my most popular videos, but I do try to represent everything in the StarCraft 2 universe, not just the stuff that is popular. Alright, so here we are with HeroMarine throwing up a barracks, and guess what Major's doing? Throwing up a barracks. Dun 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 dun. Nothing too crazy. I just got back from camping. Took my 3 kids. My wife went along too, just because, she wanted to be there. And honestly, I thought it would go fairly poorly. The kids are somewhat screen addicted. They really love iPads, phones. We have a projector downstairs where we have Netflix and things, and they love watching that. And we just figured like a whole day, a day and a half without any screens would make them crazy, but they were fine. They explored the woods. There was a stream by our camp. They like to go down there and throw rocks in the stream, which is a time-honored tradition, something I did when I was young for sure. Built a fire, made s'mores, told stories. I mean, all this great stuff. So many, many good things happened. And in the end, nobody died. So that was good. All right, so this Reaper is going to be named Reaper Leo. He lived a life of crime, gave it up, but then found himself at the wrong place at the wrong time and ended up doing time as a Reaper. It's hard getting out of the game when trouble follows you wherever you go. You know what I'm saying. All right, so this is Reaper Leo. Oh, crud. Reaper Leo versus Robert Oppenheimer Reaper. I have become death, the destroyer of worlds. So it's Oppenheimer versus Leo. So let's see. Leo's the red. Leo's our red Reaper, and Oppenheimer is the blue Reaper. Both of them playing defense right now. Both of them worried that the opposing Reaper will come and try to kill them. And so far, their fears are unfounded. Nobody is trying to kill them because they're both playing defensively, interestingly enough. More and more Reapers coming out, though. Oh, man, I don't know. I named the first Reaper. That's what I do. That is what I do. Again, please hold off on Reaper suggestions just for a little bit. I'm super overwhelmed at this point. But give it some time. A little fun KD8 charge being tossed down by Oppenheimer. And that is a reference, what is that? Reference to one of the architects of the nuclear bomb, right? That's what that is, nuclear bomb. Or is it just from Dr. Strangelove? I don't know. I get my pop culture and actual history stuff mixed up all the time. So here comes Leo. And Leo and his buddy do manage to take out an SCV, but they can't actually stop the command center from finishing. That's a huge deal. Hopping right into the main base here, there is one Reaper versus two. And in general, two Reapers are better than one, but Hellions show up. Oh boy, Hellions. KD8 charge knocking a Hellion back. Don't see that every day of the week. KD8 charge missing there just barely, as Major did recognize what was happening. Recognize exactly what was happening. Oppenheimer chasing down Leo and his buddy. We might as well call him Kate. Kate Winslet from Titanic, which, now that I realize, probably came out before some of you guys were born, which makes me feel super, super old. Hellions versus Hellion. Reaper versus Reapers. Who can do this thing? Come on, somebody get a kill. Yes, one kill here for Leo, and does get taken out. All the Reapers are gone. I don't think any of them got passing grades. I mean, I guess Leo did some scouting and did some damage killing an SCV there, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Major moving in with some Hellions. No mining going on there from HeroMarine. Good close off. Good last second close off. Is that an SCV that died? I think that was an SCV that possibly died. Or a Hellion? I don't know. Oh, Reaper comes out on the outside of the supply depots. Two of them. Two Marines come out on the outside of the supply depots. That is bad news. Major's actually going mass Hellion here and doing fairly well with it. This is craziness. I mean, almost took down a supply depot, put it into the orange health. Cannot mine at all from here. Meanwhile, Major's working on a third base back home. Not too shabby. However, Major's also going for Banshees. I was going to say, but HeroMarine has a trick up his sleeve. He doesn't. He does not. He's got a Cyclone, which is fine. He's got a landed Viking. He's getting tanks, which are great against Hellions. And same thing over here, Marine tank for Major. So is this just going to settle into a Marine tank Viking type situation? Seems like it's possible. Seems like it is. But surprising amounts of mech here so far. Mech and Skytear and stuff. Major is getting a Banshee. That gets scouted. HeroMarine scans it. Scans it, sees the Banshee. Is there already a Banshee out? There is. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, it's already killing things. It's already trying to kill things. Going after another SCV, killing that one. Trying to kill a tank. Keeping that tank count low seems like a good idea. I'm down with it. There's the scan, and the Banshee does get taken out by the Viking. Some Hellions tried to sneak their way up here, but the Cyclone was ready to go. Using that lock-on ability. Wham, 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 wham. And one more for the Hellion kill. Good job, Cyclone. 2 kills. Not too shabby. The Banshee only got 2 SCV kills, which is not great. There's a missile turret there. There's a missile turret there. And the scans, as always, are very available in TVT. So Cloaked Banshee is not the most effective use of your tech, but still not the worst either. Raven on the way from the Major. Another Banshee coming in for Major. I don't know if this is a great idea. Because again, HeroMarine knows you have Banshees available. Landing his third base way after HeroMarine is. It's 47 to 47 total harvesters, so nobody's really up in that worker count. The Banshee's sitting here just out of range of that just now landed third base for HeroMarine to the right of his own base here on the bottom right side of the map. Bottom left side of the map, rather. And holding a Zangala watchtower, and the top is one of the Hellions for Major, and a Cyclone for HeroMarine is heading out by his lonesome. I'm not sure about this. Seems a little bit scary. Cyclones are squishy. 120 hit points is not a lot of hit points. And setting up a bit of a forward push here is Major. He's got Marines. He's got tanks. The Banshee did manage to get a couple kills at the third before the Vikings took it out. Before Major lost another Banshee there. A scan for Major on HeroMarine's natural base, seeing the tanks, seeing the Marines. Tank count is currently 2 to 3. Oh, Major has a big advantage there, but it's 11 to 11 Marines. And there's that Raven. There's that Raven for Major. I gotta say, Raven's pretty good in TVT. I mean, not bad. go ahead and give it a not bad rating. Destructible, ready to go. Cyclone shows up, tries to kill a tank, can't quite do it. Good micro there by Major, getting the tank out of the way. So the Southern Destructible is taken down as it sinks into the ground here. Marine comes up onto the high ground. His body gets tossed into the air on that ramp. You do not want to go up that ramp. There are 2 tanks, a ton of Marines there, ready to go, ready to rock. And Major decides to back on out, recognizing, okay, that's not where I want to be. Not where I want to be, even in the tiniest of bits. All right, so heading on out here are the Marines, are the tanks for Major. Coming across the middle of the ramp. Cyclone gets another kill. Wait. What did you just kill, Cyclone? What was it? Oh, got a Hellion kill there. All right, I can live with that. Nice job, Cyclone. This is one of the more effective Cyclones we've ever seen in StarCraft 2, Legacy of the Void. Trying to get revenge, actually. And chasing it down with auto turrets. Ah, did the Hellion get the kill? Did it avenge its friend? It might have done it. How many Ravens are there right now? Just the one, but enough energy for a couple auto turrets there, down to 41 hit. 41 total magic points. What do they actually call this? 41 energy? Just energy points, I suppose. All right, so it's 119 to 137 total supply, 66 to 75 harvesters. Major is up in both categories right now and just keeping the pressure on, but here comes a drop from HeroMarine. He's got Marines and Marines in those 2 medevacs sneaking up along this left side. The army is heading this way to try to intercept. I think the scan just barely caught it. Just barely saw it, and I don't know if the angles are going to work here for Major. He thinks... I don't know if he's chasing that drop, actually. The angle is really bad if that's the case. The drop's already in the top left and now starting to head to the right. Starting to head to this third base of Major, where there's no defense whatsoever, mind you. He has nothing, but he's going to come up the ramp anyway. Major now attacking the natural base just a little bit, setting up his tanks on the low ground in a pretty good position to siege it up. Using the Vikings to spot, and can he hit that refinery? I think he can if he can spot it, but there's the drop. The Marines at the third base, taking out 6 SCVs very, very quickly. Some defensive Marines are here, though, and HeroMarine decides to pick up and boost on over into the main base, killing an SCV immediately, killing more and more SCVs. But the tank fire takes out a refinery at that natural base, is harassing, is killing SCVs of their own. It's 63 to 60 harvesters now. HeroMarine here in the main base does manage to take out a supply depot. It burns down anyway. But no, the Marines get rid of both of the medevacs. And HeroMarine loses both of those medevacs. That is not what he wanted to do. He wanted to get out of there for sure. All right, so it's 149 to 168 total supply. Major is in the lead, but he is supply blocked as well. He's making 2 supply depots to go ahead and try to remedy that situation. And more reinforcements coming on, and a lot of Marines for Major. Again, he has that supply advantage, but going for it is HeroMarine, trying to break it with Marines, setting up tanks in tank position. The Vikings definitely winning the Battle of the Skies for Major here at this natural base, but all of the tanks for Major are gone. HeroMarine, huge attack there. Massive break of that siege from Major, but trying to sneak up this other wider ramp towards the third base is Major. HeroMarine gets the scan, though, sees it, and manages to chase the blue Terran player away. So, red Terran, HeroMarine, gonna pursue. He's gonna send Marines on out, trying to see what he can see. Currently, Marine count is 54 to 22 in favor of Major. Tank count 5 to 9 in favor of HeroMarine. And Viking count 5 to 2 in favor of Major. So he's got the Marine Viking play, but the tanks can be a bit of a problem. +2/+2 completed for Major. HeroMarines at +2/+2 as well, standing here on this ramp leading down towards Major's base. The tank splash on all of these Marines, though, is just too good. It is too great here. Man, that tank count is looking really good for HeroMarine. He's at 10. 10 to 5. Doubling up your opponent's tank count does tend to help you if you're trying to win a game of StarCraft 2. Well, let's just say it that way. Vikings trying to snipe down around at those medevacs, but there are enough Marines on the ground to chase them away. Again, the Marine count for Major is good, but on that ramp is not where you want to be. HeroMarine pushing in, killing more tanks, killing Vikings as well, trailing clouds of fire as Major. Trying to get healed up by the medevacs overhead. They're doing what they can, but it's only so much. Another Viking dies, 158 to 152 total supply. It's still 3 base to 3 base. Whew. I don't know who's going to win this thing. It is very close right now. 64 to 62 harvesters. HeroMarine does have that lead. Pushing again up the ramp is HeroMarine. Nice concave from Major, but that tank count I think is just a little bit too high. A lot of these tanks not even in siege mode, just decimating whatever Major has on the ground there. Some tanks trying to come in to assist with this battle. And all that's left here for HeroMarine is actually a bunch of tanks and about 3 Marines. So I feel like maybe some Banshees. A Banshee switch would be kind of amazing for Major right here, but I'm sure he's a little bit focused on trying to win this tank battle instead. Any upgrades on these tanks? +1 attack for both mechanical units here. Chasing down a tank is Major. I mean, killing one tank at a time is not... I mean, it might get it done. It's a nice victory, but not the greatest of all victories. Anyway, Major pushing out once again with his tanks, trying to find an optimal place to land and get some shots off, and he does. Gets one shot off, picks him up, and no! The tank is taken out along with the medevac here. HeroMarine continuing to push forward, but Major has some reinforcements at the top of this ramp, sending tanks down in non-siege mode. Marines trying to burn through everything, and the Marines are still alive for Major. Somehow, some way, he chases HeroMarine off. What? Both players working on +3/+3 for their biological units here, helping them to survive more of that tank damage. More of that tank splash 13 minutes into the game. It is 141 to 128 total supply. HeroMarine has a nice lead right now. But Major's the one who's on the offensive. HeroMarine pulling back a little bit to his newly established 4th base, which is directly to the north of his 3rd base. It is a planetary fortress, as these bases on the outlying reaches of the map do tend to be. Major with 3 tanks. I don't know. He's trying to do flying tank stuff with only 4 tanks. I don't know what he can do otherwise. Marine count is 35 to 36. Where the heck are Major's Marines? Guess he has a drop here on the left side. He's trying to go ahead and assault this natural base of HeroMarine, but I don't know. Did that get scouted? Yeah, there's a sensor tower here. The Marines come right on in, going after SCVs, immediately killing several of them, 3 of them to be exact, but picking up, boosting out, leaving 1 Marine alone. Marine says, hey, come back. I only have 3 hit points. Oh, he's alive for now. He's actually trying to meet up with that medevac by going the long way around down this ramp and then hoofing it up. He's going to live. I did not see that coming. I thought for sure he was dead. Getting left behind by a medevac when you have 3 hit points is a good way to die. It is a great way to die, actually. So Marines getting burned alive. Tanks on the high ground, splashing on top of everything. Killing a lot of Marines, but again, HeroMarine's up 173 to 167 total supply. The Marines come back into the natural base, though. Major going to town on the SCVs once more, killing 5 of them. It's 56 to 62 workers. Major has that lead, establishing a 4th base of his own. It's not going to be a planetary fortress, but having a 4th alone is going to be very, very useful here. This is a close game. This is a dead close game right now. Resources lost, 11,000, 2,000. For HeroMarine, look at that, 11,000, 2,000 for Major as well. Both players effectively having lost the same amount of resources, same amount of workers. Anybody's game right now, ladies and gentlemen. Glad to have you along for this remaining, what remains of the TVT. Marines trying to push on in, but guess what? There are tanks, there are Marines. The splash damage greatly damaging, but tanks dying too. Another attack back here by Major. Is this the same group of Marines at the natural base of HeroMarine? I think it is. They finally get cleaned up. I'm not sure they killed any SCVs right there, but still. Another attack. Marines chasing from Major. Alright, so flying tanks versus Marines. And Major can't quite decide what he wants to do. Does he want to pull back? Does he want to push? Right here, setting up tanks on the high ground, getting some splash damage all over HeroMarine's Marines. Tanks continuing to do stuff here, but exploding at the same time, pulling them back to a more defensive position. Marine versus Marine. I think Major has the higher Marine count here, but the tank count definitely going to Marine once again. Just crushing through everything. I don't know that Major can win this as long as HeroMarine continues with this tank stuff. He's trying to drop Marines on top of the tanks, causing friendly fire, but HeroMarine just picks up the siege tanks, brings in some reinforcing Marines, and says no. No, I don't think that is allowed. It's 159 to 113 total supply. Tanks for Major trying to defend, but they're just so outnumbered right now. The Marines for... And that's it. A GG from Major. Major is defeated. HeroMarine is victorious, and our blue Terran player gets the win today. Holy shamoly, that was one of the more action-packed TVTs I have ever cast in my entire life. What is it about Galactic Process that makes for action-packed games? Is it all the attack paths? Is it the easy-to-drop naturals? I mean, that was nuts. Back and forth, hardly a break in the action whatsoever. But again, I just think it came down to tank count. HeroMarine had 15, Major had 2. 22 tanks lost by Major, only 13 by HeroMarine, and that just pretty much meant that HeroMarine had the tank advantage the whole time. The whole game. Really. I mean, yes, Major had some good Marines, had some good upgrades, some Marine advantages, but for a certain point, the number of tanks you have just really chews through those Marines more quickly than you can sneak forward and take out the tanks. So, well done by HeroMarine. I thought Major had it in the early game there, but our hero did come back to take the victory. So that's it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter and Facebook, both at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.